NDA has released its joint manifesto for high-stakes Bihar elections in the presence of their own top alliance leaders JP Nadda, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar, Chirag Paswan and Jitan Ram Manjhi. The NDA's manifesto for Bihar polls promises jobs to 1 crore youth. There is also a strong focus on women empowerment, with the alliance promising financial aid of up to 2 lakh rupees to create at least 1 crore Lakpati Didis. They have also promised to give 10 lakh rupees to people belonging to economically backward classes and convert mega skill centers in each Bihar district into global skilling centers.
अति पिछड़ा वर्ग को आर्थिक और सामाजिक बल देना, अति पिछड़ा वर्ग के विभिन्न समूह को 10 लाख रुपए की सहायता देंगे एवं जो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है कि हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट के रिटायर्ड जज की अध्यक्षता में एक उच्च स्तरीय समिति का गठन करेंगे जो अति पिछड़ा वर्ग की विभिन्न जातियों के सामाजिक आर्थिक स्थिति का आकलन करके इन जातियों को सशक्तिकरण के लिए न्यायोचित कदम उठाने का सरकार को सुझाव देगी।
दबाव में 4 दिन बाद तो प्रचार बंद हो जाएगा और अभी आप ला रहे हैं 20 साल का लेखा जोखा। प्रधानमंत्री जी तो एक शब्द नहीं बोलते हैं, बल्कि उनको अपने पुराने भाषण 15 के याद आ जाए तो शर्म आ जाएगी। वो नीतीश जी के राज के घोटाले गिना रहे थे। तो राजनीति में इतनी शुचिता जरूर कायम रहे कि आईना रख करके ही टिप्पणी किया कीजिए। कौन सा आप लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की बात करेंगे? 2 दिन पहले के एएसआई की हत्या हुई, कौन सा है? महाजंगल राज बोलूं, मणिपुर जैसे हालात बोलूं कि ये दबाव है। हमने रिलीज किया, वे अहेड रिलीज किया, उसका ट्रैक्शन है लोगों में, लोग उसकी ओर आशा भरी निगाहों से देख रहे हैं। तेजस्वी जी ने साफ साफ कमिटमेंट किया।
All right, let's quickly go across to Payal Mehta, who's joining me live on the broadcast to weigh in on the NDA manifesto. Remember, when the Mahagathbandhan manifesto was released, Payal, a lot of questions have been analysed and raised with regards to the fiscal reality of such promises. How do you weigh in on the promises made in the NDA manifesto today?
Well, the NDA is of the belief, Akanksha, that they have calculated this really well and come to the ground realities, and only then these promises have been made. The NDA basically, has also tried to show a mirror to the opposition, saying that you made all kind of promises in Himachal Pradesh, in Karnataka, but they are not going to be fulfilled because they are not physically prudent as well. So that's something which they've been highlighting time and again. And this time around, so when Tejasvi Yadav is promising 2.5 crore jobs, sarkari jobs to people, how is it going to be a reality as well? So that's something which they continue to highlight. They've been speaking about the fact that they've taken feedback from people on ground, and therefore very realistic promises have been made. Jobs are being ensured. They are going to be making enough efforts to make sure that industries come to the state of Bihar. That's something which has been a dry area as far as the state is concerned. Maybe coming up with a better mechanism to in fact implement the alcohol ban, which has been imposed by the British government in the past as well. So all of these things are going to be under consideration. The BJP does not want to promise the moon. The NDA does not want to promise the moon to the people of Bihar, because these are processes that are going to be beginning as well. For example, bringing industries is not an overnight job. There has to be an ecosystem which has to be created for that. At least that is what is being discussed in the NDA circles and in terms of how the manifesto was arrived at.
All right. Also, Payal, quickly, do share the key highlights of this manifesto, given there's been a conscious outreach to the EBCs. There's, of course, talk about generating more employment for the youth and provide more opportunities for women as well.
Yes, the 2 lakh assistance that he speaks about in the manifesto for women is going to be of great significance. 1 crore jobs is something which they're speaking about. That's going to be direct and indirect employment that the BJP NDA government is going to be looking at as well. Making sure that the culture gets prominent. They get more significance as well. Making sure tourism takes center stage. Also bringing something as important as semiconductor industry to the state of Bihar. All of this is going to be done because the leaders acknowledge that there are 2 problems that are actually very, very important. A, to make sure that law and order situation is completely taken control of, because Bihar has a history of, having a jungle raj of the past, and those crimes are still, to be brought completely under control. That is something that they're going to be looking at. And secondly, making sure that empowerment of every section of society. Bihar is a caste-ridden society deeply ingrained in their system as well. That's something which has to be managed in a very good way as well. And more than anything else, migration has been a big headache as far as the state of Bihar are concerned. People are going to all parts of the country, doing all kind of jobs, and so enough opportunities both in terms of education, generating jobs and giving aspirational youth a platform is what Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government in the centre has promised, and that's exactly what they expect Nitish Kumar's government to also do if they come to power.
Many thanks to you, Payal, for sharing all those inputs. With that, let's quickly also bring in Arunima, who's joining us live as well. So, Arunima, has this manifesto by the NDA managed to silence the critics, particularly those from the Mahagathbandhan who've already been taking pot shots about how Bihar has been deprived of industries, of employment and women's safety as well? They are now turning this around and making that Jungle Raj has very much continued under the NDA regime as well.
See, 2-3 things that the Mahagathbandhan is pointing out. One, that as far as job promises goes, RJD has been underlining this again and again, that it is Tejasvi Yadav who first started the focus on jobs when he and Nitish Kumar were together in the saddle. As Deputy Chief Minister, it was Tejasvi Yadav which pushed the previous government to ensure that jobs were announced. Of course, the Mahagathbandhan's criticism is not cutting much ties because JDU says the captain of the ship was Nitish Kumar, and it might have been the Deputy CM's idea, but ultimately the implementation credit can't be taken away with the Chief Minister. So on the job issue, there is back and forth. But the other big issue is that of migration and having skilled labour here. The NDA's manifesto promises skill development center. It also promises factories. So this is in the past too. Nitish Kumar government had promised to bring in factories, especially in North Bihar, which is mainly an agri-based society. So if you move from here in Patna towards Vaishali, Hajipur, the Chinia Kela is very famous. You move to Muzaffarpur, the lychee is very famous there. Darbhanga, the bowl as far as makhana production is concerned. So these are agri-based centers which want processing units, which want factories, employment opportunity, because farmers feel agriculture alone is not enough to sustain them. So when the Bharatiya Janata Party is promising, the JDU is promising to bring in more factories, their critics in Mahagathbandhan are turning around and said, well, for 20 years that is what you have been promising, but not much has changed. So the issue of jobs, the issue of employment, the issue of economic empowerment, especially of women, is the big focus area in this season, this election season. But if I speak about women specifically, I think they are more or less satisfied with the 10,000 rupees loan, the seed money that this government is promising, extendable up to 2 lakhs if your enterprise does well. That has been welcomed by men and women across castes, across regions, across religions.
Thanks to you, Arunima, for bringing us all those latest inputs on that news story. With that,